Hello everyone, I'm Angellighttarot23. I'm a clairvoyant medium. I do tarot readings. I talk to the spirits. I'm turning on the spirit talker right now. It's just an app I have on my old phone. It's called Spirit Talker. You have to pay for it, but it's worth it if you like to talk to the spirits for clarity. Tonight, we're going to see what angels we're dealing with. Shuffle these up.
Church
nice
bell toll.
Good. We have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups. Family. And my grandma being. And we have Six of Cups. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. And Two of Swords.
Jeff.
At the crossroads. I think at the crossroads here, somebody's going to choose to lift somebody up who knows deserves to have somebody reach a hand out and speak on their behalf. Because they're kind of they're getting lost in the crowd. They're getting trampled almost. Energetically. Somebody's jealous. That's somebody from India. Wants to make. Somebody gave somebody oral. Brings energy of strong willpower and determination. We got Mars. Somebody fired or quit. Dude, every single day, people are trying to get a personal gain off getting rid of somebody else. I'm sick of it. I am sick of watching people fighting with each other and arguing and causing more issues. We got sleeping to some details. Some disconnected to world issues and is out of control. Somebody's fucking games that they like to play. That's Ten of Pentacles again. A lot of tens in this reading. We got family, business, and like heavy energy coming from both sides. The people that are causing these world issues, they're causing heavy pain, heavy burdens. And these other people who are seeing that they need to be stopped, they are heavy on taking care of the problem, which is stopping the chaotic people here from causing more destruction and chaos. We got the Lovers. So that's people we can choose to give our love and attention and affection to. We have the Hierophants are spiritual leaders.
Victoria.
People who are connected to the ancestors, who are spiritually knowledgeable and wisdomatic. These are people you would want to give your love and attention to and kind of trust that they care about people's well-being and the overall plan. Because they're in a position spiritually to where if they are misguiding people and not finding the proper solutions while they're saying they're with God's greatest will and they care about everybody, and people are putting their trust in them because of that, they will be spiritually punished for not being what they say they're going to be. They're talking the talk, they better walk the walk. We got to find your spirit animal. I think that's what the hounds are saying. We got somebody saying, hi, I'm pregnant, this past lover. And your soul is like this nut inside the protective shell. You want to protect yourself from damage. Somebody's walking away from somebody. They did some spells. We got reasons why they're walking away. That's hidden to some of us. We got Archangel Michael here. And the Chariot forward movement. We got the World card, closing out of cycles. We have a committed relationship, a Two of Cups. And moving forward to calmer waters together. Somebody was spiritually attacking, and they are being haunted by bad karma now. They're looking like predators. We got Gemini, angel involvement. The energy is full of magic for someone today. Smart is the new cool. Don't be a dumbass. And don't, like, if people know you're smart and then all of a sudden you're acting dumb, they're going to notice that. So when they say, why are you acting dumb? Don't further act dumb. Like, what are you talking about? That gets people even more mad, you know what? But somebody's going to choose to de-escalate themselves so they don't self-sabotage, because a lot of us are realizing that people just keep being dumb and over and over and over and making the wrong choices, playing in our face, while they say they're going to make the right choices, They're waiting for us to cut them up. They're waiting for us to put them in their fucking place. And we can't put them in their fucking place if we can't, you know? This is why they want us out of the way. So we're not going to go round and round and round until they defeat us. They need to be defeated. They need to eat their karma. They need to fully digest what the fuck it is that they are doing that they need to stop. They need to figure out why. Somebody had sex. Shh. Something to do with Russia.
I was treated bad.
Do it for clout. Something sad. Open your mind. Sometime. We got raid, cops watching. High five, you may have reached a milestone in your personal journey. The universe is praising you. Good job. Checking the duality of the situation to see both sides of the story to figure out what the real bigger picture is. We got Five of Cups. Somebody feeling regretful after they realized people can see the bigger picture. They thought they were smooth. They thought they were slick with their bullshit plays that they were making. No, that's not the case. And this is where they're going to eat that karma. They were literally doing so much damage to themselves while people were watching them. They tried to tell them to stop. Subtly. And they just don't take people seriously. We got this King of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess. So this King of Wands may be taking action to help this High Priestess. For the Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities overall. At this union. Because he's seeing the value of opening up your mind and taking a look at things differently in order to elevate. Because you may have yourself mentally kept out. You have to rise above certain situations and take a look at things differently in order to understand how to break free from cycles. We got regenerating after a rebirth. 666, you're attracting your manifestations. Don't be resistant to change because that is annoying to the universe. And we have unrealistic. Yeah, don't say you want this and that, and then the universe brings the way. All you have to do is take this step and that step, hop that fence or obstacle, and you got it. But you just won't do that. Your ancestors want to kick you in the ass so hard when you won't just stop being stubborn and do what you gotta do. We got texting communication. Mary, Jesus, Joseph, the spiritual signs. I fooled them. Somebody got an energetic victory. Only not a physical victory because somebody was cheating. They're trying to make things appear to be something they're not. But people are seeing that.
One, two, warm.
At the bottom of the deck, something we're not seeing is Temperance Angels are trying to bring the balance, trying to restore the balance that is needing to be restored. Because somebody's winning energetically because God's seen them doing the right shit to where somebody's like, oh no, they do this and this and blah blah blah, a bunch of lies. So everybody's confused. Shit's not going right. They're getting denied to where they should be getting granted access. And God is fucking mad. Alright, so we have 8 of
You're
Wands.
very respectful.
Thank you, Spirit. I thank my haters.
I still visit my family.
For breaking me so many times when I wasn't respectful. And I was just even a little bit off with them. It shaped my whole
Stop
character
the camera.
into the cunt bitch I can be now. I may be a cunty bitch, but I'm a right one. I can say I'm right about almost everything. If I'm not right, I'm on the right track. And that's what really overall scares my haters. Everybody that doubted me and created blockages. It's scary to them that I can climb over the obstacle that they create, smack them, and just take off like it's nothing these days. That's not just me, that's a lot of people. That's what happens on a spiritual journey. And you face your enemies.
They take other forms.
They show up in your face as somebody who's supposed to be knowing how to do the right things, and they act like they're God's gift to the earth, but really they're destruction and chaos. So yeah, God's granting the gift of creativity to overcome these obstacles because He wants these enemies to be intimidated. They keep going to cry to this person and that person and their fucking mommy about how you're intimidating. And they're scared. And they're saying you're harassing them, but really they're just fucking haunted. It's ghosts. They're getting fucked with by ghosts. God. They did magic on people. And it's returning to them. And it's all an illusion. Everything they do is an illusion because they don't live in any type of truth. They lie about everything. They never speak about what's best to speak about. They think about what they could say to maybe get the next thing they can get. They're taking a peek at what's out here on the table. And they're going to say whatever they can say to try to get that thing they've seen on the table that they want.
Sound.
So we'll set the angel deck down, and then I'm just going to pull some traditional tarot deck.
Poltergeist.
JonBenet Ramsey's my little poltergeist friend. Hello, JonBenet. I'm not surprised she's here because the last few days at work we had some dance competitors. Bunch of little ladies running around. We have the Stars Dance competition. People come to our hotel that I work at, and we take care of them. I was running the concessions the last few days, but every time they come, JonBenet seems to pop up and say some things. We have Two of Wands,
Misery.
Divine Partnership, Four of Cups, Moving to Calmer Waters, Something's being left out. The fact that somebody's juggling multiple priorities, they think real hard on how to find creative solutions. We have Spiritual Quest, 111.
Challenge.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a person that's in the trap. When you're in the trap, there's a whole bunch of people who are working together to keep certain individuals under a certain success cap. If you start rising above the success cap, that means you're outliving all the things that they were telling everybody about you. They need you to look like the illusions that they created are real. So yeah, these golden helpers are stepping in to help see our way through the illusions. The devil is real. In some people. We have manifesting, creative messages, Ace of Pentacles. These creative messages are bringing us
Happiness.
Ace of Pentacles because we're clearing people out of the freaking way who literally won't allow us to grow. These are the type of people that see a plant growing at their family member's house and they're mad because their family member has a green thumb and they don't, so they do something to the plant so they can say, you don't have that green of a thumb, because they're jealous. Going back to the jealousy that we were talking about.
My name is Lily.
That's the stupid shit that they'll do. Like freaking set something in your plant so your plant freaking dies. And they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't see your plant there. And then they go home and they're talking to their spouse and they're like, do you see that plant? It was half dead. They don't have a green thumb. Like you thought they did. Justice. Somebody's feeling regretful. It's because they know they're that type of person.
Stay.
We have Archangel Haniel. Saying somebody's surface scratching when it comes to a situation. And the whole family is hurting because of these illusions around this situation we're talking about. You gotta make this resonate with you. I'm not quite
Darkness.
sure. I'm not getting the full details with this message. Like, if you have a sibling who's married to somebody they're fighting with, and they tell you a whole bunch of stuff about how their spouse is mean and they're the whole problem and blah blah blah, but usually in any problem it takes two. So it's best to not avoid details. People need to express where they go wrong so they can find proper solutions. Like, if, say you get with somebody when you're younger, and then you're both growing kind of in a separate direction, and you're just fighting because there's differences now that you didn't used to have. That doesn't make anybody wrong necessarily. It's just tension building up because
Tranquility.
the relationship is evolving into something different. And that's advice that you're going to miss out on if you're not being honest. We have Knight of Pentacles. Don't do anything that you can't ask for help later.
Obscurity.
Got a lot of communication. It's King of Pentacles. We got something to do with children or somebody from the past, or somebody gives them a childlike feeling. Or it could be somebody they knew from their childhood. This card comes with a lot of
Float.
things around children. It could be. We got Page of Swords. King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Temperance. Somebody's being controlling. That's the divine truth. So there's a King and Queen of Cups who are seeing that somebody is seriously trying to control somebody financially and cap their success, like I was saying. And that's a divine truth that needs to be known. Like, you don't want to associate with people who are trying to commit murder and stuff. Illusions. Why do these people need to create so many illusions? Why do they need to be such liars? Because they do shit
Forgiveness.
they can't talk about. We have emotional fulfillment. Somebody is a backstabber. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Options. So somebody's taking action with this truth, based off the truth. They want to give some kind of fulfilling affection or attention to someone to help, because somebody was backstabbing and betraying. So they want to be on the better side of things, which is cool. We may be dealing with negative situations and going through the struggle and needing to be tough to defeat the enemies. We're still shining bright. We're being glorious.
Farm.
We're the type of people that when we get to heaven, God's going to have us kneel, and he's going to take his sword, this ace of swords, and he's going to like dub us something great. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything that you be dubbed by God,
I can use my voice.
Worth it. God, is that you? God does come through on here. We got, oops, someone regrets the choices they made. We got mad, need to stay grounded. Oh my God. Somebody had an epiphany. It's in God's hands. They thought that they could outsmart God and God's real people. But that's not the case. Getting super hot. It's like all of a sudden super hot.
Run.
I think those people that were backstabbing and betraying, that's what they're saying right now. Oh shit, we better run. They thought we needed to be awakened to what their illusions are. I mean, we did, but they were not awakened to the fact that we already kind of know. They're only awakening us to
You will find
the
things
ways
below.
to defeat them, really. They're so self-incriminating. And they'll lead you right to the answer on how to defeat them. You just have to believe it. Believe that they're really that dumb. I know it's hard to believe. We have collaboration. At Crossroads. Knight of Wands. That's somebody taking creative action. We have a King of Swords. Ooh, bringing death to a situation or somebody. We have Queen of Swords. Kind of holding out her hand towards this family card here.
Peter.
Ooh, Peter. Peter Penguin. I seen a guy today that looked like Peter Penguin. Peter was one of my friends from the Mexican restaurant that I worked at. When I was working there, I noticed that a lot of Hispanics do have a penguin look. Like this guy Diego, who also worked there, he looked like he could be like if he transformed, he could transform into a chief penguin. It was just the way his like whiskers sat on his face and the shape
I like talking.
of his body, and he's just smaller. We all have different spirit animals. Like, you can tell. I kind of, well, we have multiple spirit animals, but you can tell I definitely connect with birds and cats because of my teeth and like my nose. Can't really tell here so much, but I just kind of have a bird-like
Disaster.
beak. But yeah, you can tell what somebody's spirit animal is based off different characteristics that they behold. Like it can be features that they have that are different. Maybe something in their character. Some people will feel comfortable in certain environments versus others based off what their spirit animal is. When I was working at that Mexican restaurant with them boys that said they were penguins, when we went outside one day, while we were slow, it was cold, it was snowing out. And I was kind of like, standing like this.
Elric.
And then one of them comes out and they were like, "It's hot out here." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's hot." Because he's out paying me.
Explore.
They're silly. Anyways, I told them all that Peter was their daddy. So Peter became Daddy Penguin. Because if you made Peter mad, he would put you in your place. And Peter didn't speak any English, so he didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was even funnier. some of the people there were like spoke a little bit English, so I would joke around with those guys, and we would always say weird, funny shit about Peter, and Peter would be like, "What?" I told them that Peter was their daddy because we made love in the cooler, and that's how they became penguin babies. And they were like, "What?" Yeah, they were totally into it. Like anything I would make up, it was entertaining to them.
Whisper.
Alright, back to this reading. Death to a situation. What's the real vision overall? What's somebody's goal? What are they meaning business about? Some people say they're standing on business, but what the does that mean? Because I swear they say that, and then I'm like, okay, I'll let you do your thing. And then I watch them do their thing, and all they do is create heavy burdens, chaos, illusions,
Matthew.
distraction. And then I'm like, please stop doing your thing, boy. You cannot mean business about being destructive. We are coming into union with a high priestess. Coming together. To kind of I mean, this is a Two of Cups. This is a serious relationship. That judgment being called. So this King and Queen of Swords would be standing on business for the fact that they would make a great Two of Cups. I think they're personally making that judgment call to where other people wanted to make that judgment call for them, and nobody knows what's best for you. We got Page of Cups. That's a passionate message being delivered and or received by this star that has somebody walking away from illusions. Like they got the real grip on reality that they needed. They Ten of Swords themselves after they do that. When you finally realize that maybe you're overstepping and maybe are in the way of somebody doing things for themselves, and everybody sees that, it's like, oh, I better just stop my shit right now. That's where they're at with that. Ooh, 10 of wands right after that. 10.
Move location, please.
Dude, so many 10s coming out in this reading. I don't typically pay attention to the numbers that much, because you can pay attention to the numbers all day. The numbers are everywhere. So if they are grabbing my attention, I take note of that. I said 10 so many times in this reading. You can look up the spiritual meaning of the number 10 to get a little bit more clarity on that number, if you'd like. But I can tell you that 1 is for manifestation, and 0 is for reset, new beginnings, starting from scratch. So maybe, with it being 10 and 10, we're manifesting new beginnings on both sides. It always seems to be a battle between good and evil at the end of the day. We just all fall into different categories.
Graveyard.
We live on different terrains. All these heavy burdens that were created because this person was trying to stand on business inappropriately. They're stressed out. They're like, people probably want to kill me. Which is probably true. You don't do certain things. Number 1 rule of the spiritual game, don't fuck with people's money. If you fuck with people's time and their energy, you want to allow them to heal, that's fucking with their money. Time is the most valuable thing of all. And these are the type of things that I'm meaning.
There's many others.
That they were overlooking when they took this grip on reality. They don't think that far. So yeah. They took leaps to push this devilish, controlling agenda. And that's what's being looked at the end of the day. And they know that they're the center focus because of that. They thought they were the center focus because they were so great at playing people. They weren't that great. And people are just being nice to them at this point to lure them where they want them. To end them.
I do not understand.
They don't understand that? Yeah, because they believe their own lies and illusions, and they think the other people around them that they're lying to won't lie to them. That's so strange.
Pulse.
Dang. I think we're dealing with some mean girls. We got this Queen of Wands here. We have forward movement in the Chariot. Then we have this Queen of Pentacles. And a Tower moment. This was all from the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is stuff that is to come. that nobody really sees. What are you doing, Disco? We have don't be afraid to be fierce. You were meant to be. We got doing more research. Feeling fed up with the and thens. Connected to your biggest plans. Don't give up on it. Hey, buddy.
Yes, over here.
Somebody's guilty by association. Yeah. Like somebody could have chose to not help the devilish, creepy fucks, but they thought that they would come out on top and always be safe if they had these weird, crazy pedophile murderers to protect them. But that's not the case. Like most people who are angry and
My name is
want to hurt
Dorothy.
people, it's because people hurt them. They don't like people who create illusions and lie and deceive and stuff. And butter people up just to leave them and play emotional games. This is a bitch that plays emotional games and is gonna lie to the killers, and she thinks that she's gonna fool them. She might buy some time with them for a little bit, but I think overall they might be playing her. Love conquers all. When you understand people, that goes a long way. I have a lot of respect from literal killers and murderers. I don't associate with them. I don't try to seek them out. I don't make plans with them. They just see me. They see what I'm doing. They work around me because they know they don't want me to catch them. They want to stay good in my sight. They respect that. They like the fact that I just want everybody to just be happy and at peace. I understand things are fucked. And it's not all of our faults. You know, things have been this way for generations. And it's time for change. They keep asking, they keep acting like they're waiting for the aliens to come or something to make changes. Really, we just need to make the changes. Like, the leaders and stuff, they need to rise above
I'm outside.
certain beliefs of the past and create new ways. We need to pave the new way to the future. I'm going to talk too long. I'm going to end this reading now. Trying to think over everything we said. I think that was a pretty long reading there. But a lot of the problems, the heavy burdens, and the chaos we were talking about, it's all stemming from jealousy. And people thinking You're going to get positive things taking negative action.
Joyce.
It's unrealistic. Well, I hope this helps. Good night, guys. Don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe.